Coming up, the show is back for 2022 with a hangover or two for Ipswich City Council to deal with, including the ongoing battle over landfills, the rejection of a new childcare centre development application, renaming a bridge and a road, and the proposed sale of Swifts, just to name 4 issues still on the boil. It's going to be another roller coaster ride for councillors as they're about to begin their 3rd year of serving the city. It's Thursday, January 6, 2022, and I'm Alan Roebuck. Welcome to Ipswich Today, which acknowledges the traditional custodians of the land on which it is produced and pays respects to elders past, present and emerging. This podcast is supported by Kinetics, people-powered web hosting trusted by Australian businesses since 1999. Happy New Year and welcome to the show. So much has changed in the few short weeks since the final episode of 2021. From virtually out of nowhere came Omicron. Where will it all end? All I can say is get boosted, wear a mask, check in, and stay across the latest news from Queensland Health. In the meantime, here's a look at some issues facing Council in 2022. The proposed call-in by the Planning Minister of the part-approved Wanless development at Ebenezer will unfold this year. The Minister received representations up until December 21 last year. There's still some way to run before we see the end of this saga. As reported in the Ipswich Tribune just before Christmas, the future of the officer-recommended but councillor-rejected childcare centre at Carralee is not done and dusted yet either. This will now go before the Planning and Environment Court. These are just 2 planning issues to keep the lawyers busy this year. Another council decision which has met with mixed reaction from the community is the removing of the Pasali name from a bridge and a road. This continues to upset some and please others. The big question is what will they be renamed to and how will council come to a decision? The future of Swift's tenure on the building, car park and bowling greens in Cameron Park is another thorn in the side of council to deal with. Will it eventually be sold to Swifts? Council-owned property in Ipswich CBD enters its 14th year of redevelopment. The story began with the Ipswich Regional Centre strategy in 2008, when the state government proposed a state development area bounded by Ellenborough and Brisbane streets, the Bremer River and Marsden Parade. This big stick approach was floated after an impasse over the future redevelopment of the then privately owned Ipswich City Square shopping centre. The state development area was never declared, but had the desired effect, with the private owner eventually selling to council. Originally flagged as a 10 to 15 year redevelopment once council had ownership, if things pick up more pace this year with new tenants and building works completed, the project may well be completed in the most part by next year. The Commonwealth Hotel will have its floor area doubled and mark the end of its rebirth after a meticulous deconstruction and reconstruction since 2018. Then there's the constant pressure to keep up with population growth and development. There's no doubt both the state and federal governments need to step up a gear with significant infrastructure dollars for projects left wanting. There's a reasonable list too, but let's start with the Cunningham Highway duplication and the realignment through Amberley and Willowbank, passenger rail to link Springfield Central and Ipswich Central, and a new road and pedestrian bridge across the Bremer River at Norman Street. All significant projects which need to happen sooner rather than later. After all, it's only 10 years until the Olympics. I'm sure you can think of a few more projects worthy of attention. Mark this in your calendar. The first council meeting of the year will be held January 27 at 9 a.m. In other local news, more than $63,000 has been raised at an online auction of memorabilia by Ipswich City Council, supported by the pulling power of sporting legends Muhammad Ali and Sir Donald Bradman. Signed Ali boxing gloves and a photograph of the former heavyweight champion went under the hammer and was sold for $2,900. A hand-signed, framed Bradman cricket bat and ball was close behind with a winning bid of $2,800. Mayor Teresa Harding said the auction of almost 400 items generated more than $63,000 in total for council. Now the task ahead is to distribute this money to community groups in a fair and equitable way. The annual Ipswich Art Awards returns in May, highlighting all types of visual art. This year's event will feature a 10-day exhibition from May 20 to May 29 and includes an opening night and an awards night. There's 8 categories for submitted works and entries open February 22, with more than $15,000 in prize money on offer. And there's some great shows coming to the Ipswich Civic Centre to kickstart the year, including Dreams, the Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks tribute show on Saturday, January 22, and Weathering Well, featuring ABC TV's Jenny Woodward, Saturday, February 5 at 7:30pm. Check out the full program on the Civic Centre website. A reminder, you'll find handy links in the show notes, including to Council's minutes and agendas and Council's YouTube, where you can watch all meetings live and on demand. Ipswich Today is supported by Kinetics, people-powered web hosting trusted by Australian businesses since 1999. This podcast is also listener-supported. Please make a once-only gift or regular donation to help keep it online. Just go to ipswichtoday.com.au and click the donate button on the homepage to make a payment through PayPal. Follow and stream this podcast from your favourite app, including iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcasts, or play Ipswich Today from smart speakers. Music is supplied by Purple Planet Music. This is Alan Roebuck. Thank you for listening.